Israel Adesanya challenged Robert Whittaker for the UFC middleweight title at UFC 243. Whittaker was very aggressive in this fight. Of all the fights I've seen of his, this one stands out as his most reckless. The majority of his offense comes from these big charges where he closes the distance fast, lowers his head, and looks for looping punches and high kicks over the top. With Whittaker closing the distance quickly and throwing every strike with power, Adesanya stays patient, looking to pick Robert off from the outside with low kicks and his jab to slow Rob's advances. Adesanya's defensive maneuver in response to Whittaker's charges is to step and lean back before moving off to one side. While he's still adjusting to Robert's speed, Izzy mostly looks to move well out of range. While this does keep him safe, it also means he's too far away to counter back, as you can see with the position he's in here. As the round goes on, Adesanya starts to become more comfortable timing Robert's movements. While he still leans away from Whittaker's attacks, he takes less of a step back so he can stay in range to counter. When Izzy does lean back, he carries his hands near his waist. While this does leave him vulnerable if Whittaker were to close the distance enough to land, it allows him to be more effective with his counterpunches. If he held his hands high while leaning back, he'd be throwing his punches from above Rob's head as he ducks in, making them more likely to go over the top and miss completely. But because he's throwing his punches from underneath Whittaker's head, even if he doesn't land cleanly, he's likely to land somewhere: the top of the head, the chest, the shoulders, which is enough to stop Rob following up with another attack. As the final minute approaches, we can see Izzy's comfort level continue to grow, as we see him step back into a counter lead high kick before leading with a combination of his own. He's also more willing to stand his ground when Whittaker charges. As the round comes to a close, Izzy lands a vicious counter. Notice again how the punch comes from his waist underneath Rob's head, this time landing clean on the chin. Whittaker is saved by the horn to end the round. Despite being badly hurt at the end of the previous round, Rob's tactics remain the same in the second. Adesanya, for his part, continues to look for his lean back counters. And with his confidence high, we see him become more aggressive going forward. With a minute and a half left in the round, Adesanya finds another lean back counter from his waist to end the night, landing a devastating left hand. And with that, Israel Adesanya became the middleweight champion of the world. Thank you for watching.